Ang kanilang napatay, yung dan pong nakasasakyan, is a 17-year-old boy who, um, well, according to the family and to the people around him, hindi nga po marunong magmotor kasi nga Dota player, Dota ang buhay niya. Bakit hindi nagiging masusi pa ang investigasyon? Bakit walang pagsinsin pa dun sa ano at paano nangyari yung krimen? At parang, porket self-defense yun, everything is swept under the rug.
Attorney Conti, so please tell us. Now, I would like you to point out here, dito yung mga biktima natin eh. No, and some of them have told me na andun yung mga nag-conduct ng operations na mayroong mga namatay. Okay. It is now up to you to be able to expose them in this committee and to be able to tell the names of those that are here right now that were involved in the killings during that time.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, in particular, may we begin with the case of Joshua Laksamana, yung pong Dota player, 17 years old, killed in Barangay Acop, Rosales, Pangasinan. I believe the police officers are here. Police Chief Inspector John L. Corpus,
You please stand up if you are called.
PO2 Arvin G. Abella,
Who is Corpus?
and
Ayun po.
PO2 Roy A. Sarmiento.
Andiyan po ba sila?
For
Dalawa na po kami nabigyan ng notice, Your Honor.
Okay. Ikaw lang nakapunta.
Dalawa po kami, Your Honor.
Nasaan siya? Kayong dalawa. Okay. Stand up. So, Attorney Conti, you're pointing this to police officers that were involved in the killing of Joshua.
Yes, Joshua Laksamana. Unfortunately, Your Honor, I'm also in possession of the dismissal of the IAS of the charges against them on the basis of, well, two types of justifying circumstances, fulfillment of duty and, well, self-defense. In particular, quoting from the resolution, the actions of the respondents being in fulfillment of their duties, their actions are justified as the presence of the elements mentioned above are present. And actually, my question would be, especially for the IAS, sapat na po ba ito porket po may justifying circumstances, wala na bang krimen? Akala ko kanina, kapag may namatay, may krimen. At the least, it would be homicide. Bakit, kahit sabihin na natin na justified sila, bakit hindi nagiging masusi pa ang investigasyon? Bakit walang pagsinsin pa dun sa ano at paano nangyari yung krimen? At parang, porket self-defense yun, everything is swept under the rug.
You
Kumbaga,
have the right
ganun na
to
lang ba?
answer, Patrolman.
Hindi na tayo makakarating ng
Meron po kayong
korte?
karapatang sumagot. And I would like to ask the IAS to be able to answer that too, no? Why were the charges dismissed in the IAS?
Your Honors, please. I'm not familiar with the details of the case, but at the outset, I would like to clarify that the jurisdiction of IAS only extends to the administrative liability of police officers. We do not have jurisdiction to file or prosecute criminal cases. Our mandate is only to assist the DOJ as well as the Ombudsman if any criminal cases are to be filed. That being said, Your Honor, in an administrative case, the
Form
quantum of evidence is
what
really
form of assistance are you giving to the DOJ? I don't understand because if you are not the agency that should file charges, at least when you assist,
yes.
you are involved in filing charges. My goodness, you're telling me you're under oath,
Yes, Your Honor.
di ba? I mean, what kind of assistance are you giving the DOJ on this?
Your Honor, please, prior to my assumption, I'm not aware of any administrative case where IAS has been tasked to assist the Department of Justice, Your Honor. To my recollection, Your Honor.
Attorney, sinong aware dyan? Sinong nandun nung araw?
Most
did you
probably, Your
just-
Honor, the former,
You just joined the IAS. How many years are you now in the IAS?
barely over a month, Mr. Chair.
Rarely over a month.
Yes.
Oh, naintindihan natin yun. Okay. So I would like to find out who was the one in charge of IAS? When did two
Inspector,
people were
Inspector,
involved?
yes, former Inspector General Triambulo, Your Honor.
Should we have a motion to call on who's he?
Inspector General Alfigar Triambulo.
Inspector General Arambulo.
Your Honor,
Triambulo, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the document, the dismissal order actually
Sandali lang,
was,
Attorney Conti. I'd like to find out if we could be able to invite Inspector General Arambulo here, no, in this hearing. He is invited, but he is not here. Let me present to you, my dear colleagues, that the Inspector General was invited for the hearing, and he has no explanation whatsoever. None. So may I hear that we issue a show cause order on Inspector General Arambulo for the next hearing? Triambulo
Mr. Chair, was he invited?
was invited, yes,
Uh,
but he's not here.
may I respectfully move that we issue a show cause order to former IAS head, Attorney Triambulo.
Triambulo. Okay.
So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to invite Attorney Triambulo in this hearing, the next hearing, issuing a show cause order, and seconded, hearing no objection. Same is approved. Ngayon po, kayo pong dalawa, malapit po kayo dito. Gusto namin kayo marinig. Kayo po, adios si Attorney Conti, siya ang defense lawyer ng mga allegedly na napatay ninyo. Alright? So now, you have the right to answer them. Oo. So, sabihin niyo pangalan niyo, ano ang ranggo ninyo, at ipaliwanag po ninyo sa committee ito.
Your Honor, I'm Police Major Janel Corpus, presently assigned
Major. Kailan ka naging major?
2016, Mr. Chair.
O na-promote ka as major? No?
Yes,
During
Mr. Chair.
During that time, sinasabi ni Atty. Conti, ano po ang inyong rango?
Police Chief Inspector on that time, Your Honor.
Police Chief Inspector.
Yes,
Okay,
Mr.
please,
Chair.
you now have the right to answer back.
Yes, Mr. Chair. At the outset, Mr. Chair, I would like to inform the distinguished members of this committee that the case on the death of Joshua had been reached the Supreme Court, Your Honor, and the same had already attained the finality, wherein the court held that the responding police officers regularly performing their official duties, Your Honor. At the same time, Your Honor, the motu proprio investigation conducted by IAS was immediately conducted right after the incident, Your Honor. And we submitted ourselves for investigation, Mr. Chair.
It means that the Supreme Court already has decided with finality that
Yes.
you've been absolved of any crime.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Can I ask the other your companion please to go ahead. Sige po. Pangalan niyo at yung rango niyo ngayon.
Ako po si Police Executive Master Sergeant Oliver Aduandingwa, Your Honor.
Sige po, paliwanag po ninyo.
Na ganoon rin po, Your Honor, na yung kaso namin ay umabot na po hanggang sa Supreme Court at nagkaroon na po ng finality yung decision, Your Honor.
I'd like to ask Attorney Conti please to
Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. First, Your Honor, it would be incorrect to say that the decision is based on the merits. The Supreme Court decision has ruled on the authority of the Office of the Ombudsman to dismiss or to proceed with charges. But the dismissal of the Ombudsman case, ito po yung criminal charges, stemmed from the dismissal of the IAS. Kumbaga, dahil dinismiss ng IAS, sabi ng Ombudsman, mahirapan na kaming mag-review, kumbaga, dahil may nag-quote-unquote investigate na. And so on. In the Supreme Court, the dismissal or the decision is not on the merits of the case. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I cannot say that the Supreme Court said precisely that they were in lawful performance of duty, precisely because there was no reception of evidence po. Nung nag-investigate po ang IAS, humabol na lang kami, kasi motu proprio nga po, hindi po nila, kumbaga, hinihiling or nire-request yung biktima na pumunta on site. In fact, the motu proprio investigation only put together and considered the documents of the police. Ang gumawa po din ng documents na yon ay sila din po. They convinced or they were able to convince the IAS that they performed their duties on that day, saying na ito po yung blotter, kumbaga kompleto po sa dokumento, may blotter, may spot report, etc. But very few, I think they were able to refer to a witness na, ang kwento po kasi ng kay Joshua Laksamana ay merong motorsiklo na lumampas ng checkpoint. Paglampas ng checkpoint, hinabol ng mga pulis, naabutan nila sa T-Plex. At sa T-Plex, nagkaroon ng quote-unquote shootout kasi parang natagilid yung sasakyan. Kinalabasan, apparently, ang kanilang napatay, yung pong nakasasakyan, is a 17-year-old boy who, well, according to the family and to the people around him, hindi nga po marunong magmotor kasi nga Dota player, Dota ang buhay niya. Second, the police said that actually, medyo dito pa kami nalito, nahirapan, no? Actually, this person, ito pong lumampas ng checkpoint, is a wanted person or has a record of being part of Akyat Bahay operations in Pangasinan. Sa punto namin, mahirap mag-contradict ng ganung information, lalo na yung documents that they provided said that unidentified persons were part of that. Kumbaga kino-connect na lang po na yung unidentified persons na yun yung bata. Mr. Chair, this is a complicated case because Joshua Laksamana lived in Tarlac and the incident happened in Pangasinan. Wala po kaming kilala at wala
Meron pa
kaming
kayong-
maasahan
do you have-
except
do you have
them.
your counsel with you? No? Where is your legal officer? Is he here? I would allow him to answer. Hindi pwede. Hindi pala pwede. So you just make a manifestation here that you're the legal counsel of these two.
Yes, sir. Yes. So, I'm Police Major Cheryl. I'm Police Major Cheryl P. Carrera, the Provincial Legal Officer of Pangasinan PPO, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. So continue on, Attorney Conti.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Andyan ba yung mother ng biktima?
Yes, Your Honor. She is behind me, Your Honor. And as well as there's a photograph of the victim.
Tumayo nga po yung mother ng biktima. Okay. Sasagot din po kayo kung ano nangyari. No? Kung talagang totoong nangyari. Go ahead, Attorney
Yes.
Conti.
So, Your Honor, and quoting from the IAS resolution, which I don't find any basis for, the respondents contend that engaging into a firefight with the suspect victim, who is said to be a member of a criminal group operating in Rosales in nearby Tarlac province, that resulted to his death when he was pursued after he disregarded a dragnet, and instead of surrendering, he tried to resist his arrest and fired his firearm to the respondents, is justified. So parang ang pinalalabas po, hinahabol naman talaga nila itong kriminal na ito at yun nga, napunta sa punto na kailangan nilang, kumbaga, nanlaban. Ang problema namin, Your Honor, the investigation was one-sided. When we tried to find information or witnesses ourselves, nahirapan po kami. But we have Actually, and this was basis for our case, for filing the criminal case, Your Honor, we were able to secure the services of Dr. Raquel Fortun. And in the autopsy report, and mind you again, Mr. Chair, there was no autopsy conducted on the victim. In the autopsy report,
Before you continue on explaining, Attorney Conti, I think that my friend Congressman Akop has a question here on to you, no? So I hope that you could be able to answer that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Attorney, the criminal case was filed against this police personnel,
yes, Your Honor, in the Office of the Ombudsman.
and the case went up to the Supreme Court.
Yes, because of the dismissal of the Office of the Ombudsman of criminal charges.
Okay. So it was the complainant who raised the issue up to the Supreme Court.
Yes, Your
Now,
Honor.
was an administrative case filed against them?
Yes, it was first filed before the IAS, before the criminal charges were filed, Your Honor.
And they were exonerated by IAS.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, what did the complainants avail of insofar as these decisions are concerned? Or, kasi na-dismiss na ng Supreme Court,
Yes,
what
po.
legal remedy would the complainants have?
Well, at this point, Your Honor, with regard to the criminal charges, wala na po. Kasi as they've said, the decision to uphold the decision of the Supreme Court, which upholds the decision of the Ombudsman, which actually relied on the decision of the IAS, wala na. Kaya parang ganun po magiging touch move. The minute IAS dismisses a charge, a claim, hindi na yan makakarating anywhere else. Kasi, well, one, it's an administrative case which has a lower standard of evidence. Kumbaga, kung aakyat pa kayo sa criminal charge, mas mataas ang standard of evidence, kumbaga, okay na siya sa mas mababa. Kaya po yung dismissal of IAS triggers and excludes a lot of options for the victims. And that is what
So-
happened in this case.
Yeah, but what are the options available to the complainants or victim?
As of now, Your Honor, we are exploring other avenues where an investigation could be further conducted. It could either be an international investigation. We also support. This was previously the Iceland resolution. We have declared support behind a resolution asking the United Nations to come in and investigate the killings and perhaps set up an international forensic team that will look into these cases. Our forensic expert, Dr. Fortun, actually found that there is one shot. Kasi ito po yung sabi namin, mahirapan kami sa ebidensya kasi kontrolado nila, wala kami sa Pangasinan. But there is a shot that is suspicious and called a defense-type injury. In the right wrist, there is a through-and-through gunshot wound. Parang hindi po tumama ng buto. At ang sinasabi ni Dr. Fortun, you can only get that wound probably when your hand is up. At dito po, tagusan. Kasi, kumbaga, kung magkaganyan ka, tatamaan yung buto Pero ito through and through, defense-type injury. And this is what we brought to the Office of the Ombudsman to support criminal charges so that there will be further investigation. However, again, because they have complete documentation, well, we admit that yes, kumpleto sila sa blotter report, etc., which they and fellow police officers also made. We were barred from pursuing any further charges, even if we had this document, Your Honor.
Now, IAS, after your decision has been made, ano pong available remedy ng complainant insofar as your decision is concerned when it is not favorable to the complainant?
Your Honor, please, because the ES is only administrative in nature.
I am talking about the administrative case.
Yes. It can be appealed to the NAPOLCOM, Your Honor, as an appellate body. Any decision made by ES, Your Honor. In fact, just to clarify, Your Honor, even the decision of my office as Inspector General is merely recommendatory, Your Honor.
I agree.
The final decision and requires the approval of the Chief of the Philippine National Police. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I know. Now, attorney, did the victims or complainants appeal the decision of the IAS when it was not favorable to them?
Your Honor, no longer. We did not appeal the case and proceeded with the criminal complaint. One is that actually this was decided by PRO1, just for the record, Your Honor. PRO1. And going to either IAS National or appealing to the NAPOLCOM, at that point, we thought would be pointless, Your Honor.
Which-
Lalo na kumpleto po ng dokumento. So we wanted another agency free from sort of police control to look into it as well.
Now, hindsight, attorney, hindi po ba mali yung hindi nyo pag-apila doon sa decision ng IAS?
Well, legally,
Kasi yung Supreme Court decision, as you have stated, was based on the decision of the IAS.
legally, Your Honor, yes, it might have been a misstep not to appeal. But at that point, Your Honor, we don't think there would have been a basis to call for a motion for reconsideration. This autopsy report, kasi limited po yung periods dyan sa IAS din eh. Mabilis yan eh. This autopsy report, we were only able, kasi ang hirap din nun, kasi this is a private autopsy that you would have to ask. This we only had made months after the IAS eh. And mauunahan ka talaga ng mga pangyayari.
Attorney, I have been with the Philippine National Police almost half of my life. Yung National Appellate Board at saka Regional Appellate Board, matagal din na magdesisyon. Hindi naman nasusunod yung time frame na nakalagay po sa kanilang rules and regulations. We have seen that. Even now. Gano'n naman po. Kaya yun yung aking there has been a Supreme Court decision. The decision of the administrative case by IAS had become final and executory. Kaya interesado po ako, ano pa ang legal remedy na magagawa ninyo?
Again, legally in this case, wala na po kaming domestic remedy. Domestic remedy. So there's the UN investigation, and well, for information, this case, we are mulling and discussing taking it to the ICC or including it as well in the ICC investigation.
Yes. Thank you, Attorney. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I'm kind of
Mr. Chair,
uh,
may I beg your indulgence? May I be excused to head another hearing on the Committee on Public Order and Safety? I'll come back, Mr. Chair.
thank you, Mausan ako, for being here with us. All right. I need you to come back. Anyway, so kung Attorney Conti, kung nag-decide na ang Supreme Court, sino ang nakagawa ng injustice? Is this an injustice if the Supreme Court has decided? Do you believe that the Supreme Court is guilty of injustice on this?
Your Honor, on the point that the Supreme Court said that the Ombudsman has the authority to decide, then in that sense, walang injustice. But if we trace back kung saan nanggaling yung feeling nung biktima na walang nangyari na sa kaso niya, it would go back to the IAS and to the incident itself. And the concept of a homicide, a killing, being killed without any even administrative sanction is, well, for us, unconscionable. And that is where the injustice is. So if there is a need to change the IAS, I don't think it's the rules per se, but the protocols. Kapag may napatay ka ba, ganun na lang ba yun? Even if, kahit sabihin na natin hindi grave misconduct, even if just small, simple misconduct. Kaya yung pong killing committed in the course or during police operations, we think that should be looked at in the context that the police themselves will be investigating themselves.
So you were saying that the Supreme Court decided not on the merit of the case.
Yes, Your Honor, it's on the authority of
And that
the,
is where the injustice comes from.
yes, and when you trace it, Your
So
Honor,
therefore, the Supreme Court decision is based on technicality.
in a sense, Your Honor, and we were failed in a sense by legalities. Kumbaga, ito yung structural framework dahil ito yung limitations nung discussion. We're left with whatever structural inequalities there are.
I'll be asking Congresswoman Castro to be the one to interpolate. But before that, I'd like to ask the Philippine National Police, what is your rules of engagement as far as the policeman, for example, using his gun and firing it, and in the process killing the person? Whether it be mali o tama. So ano pong ginagawa ng Philippine National Police sa inyong mga kapulisan?
Your Honor, as I mentioned a while ago, under the POP, it's going to be placed as a crime scene and it's going to be submitted for the scene of crime of operation, Your Honor. That is where the investigation comes in, Your Honor.
So anong ginagawa nyo sa police na gumamit ng baril? Before
Because,
any
for the
investigation
investigation to
to
answer,
be
Your Honor.
conducted, di ba? I mean, nakita nyo yung ating police nakapatay. Alright. At whether it be tama yung ginawa niya o mali, ano ang unang-unang ginagawa ng ating kapulisan, ng leadership natin, before any investigation can be conducted?
Mr. Chair, it is the mandate of the Internal Affairs Service that in two cases of where there is discharge or use of firearms or there is death, the motu proprio powers of the IAS kicks in, and they will conduct administrative investigation on the matter. But insofar as the death is concerned, Mr. Chair, that is the SOP on inquest that was clarified about before, sir, is that it is automatic also that the PNP will file still a case inquest proceedings with the prosecutor's office, notwithstanding that the suspect died, because of course we know that death extinguishes criminal liability. But the purpose of the inquest is to determine the propriety, the rightfulness of the operation conducted by the PNP because there was death. So meron pa rin, sir, inquest. That's the purpose. That's the meaning of the inquest based on our POP to determine the propriety of the operation because there is death. But insofar as the use of the firearms is concerned, Mr. Chair, it's also included in our POP that it follows the rules of court and that of the revised penal code on the concept of self-defense. We stand by all of this death, Mr. Chair, because there was encounter. As a matter of fact, that's the part, the contents of our report, Mr. Chair, on the data, that there are
Ibig sabihin ng encounter, yung 17-year-old na bata, meron din siyang baril na hawak.
If it is included in our list of those 6,417 cases, Mr. Chair, yes. Encounters necessarily nagkaputukan po, Mr. Chair, on the part of the police and that of the suspects. That is the contents of our report that we have submitted, Mr. Chair. Encounter, Mr. Chair.
Nagkaroon ba ng encounter, Major Corpus, during that time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung pong 17-year-old na bata, may dalang baril din at nagpapabarilan sa inyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're standing on that, in your statement.
Yes, Your Honor.